I'm Gary Kroger with the Bluebonnet Master Gardener Association. We're here at the Belleville Association's Sin Center Demonstration Vegetable Garden, and we want to talk about what it takes to grow good vegetables. And today we're going to talk more specifically later about tomatoes, but all vegetables need to have a good bed that for them to produce at their optimum. One way to do that is to have a raised bed for the vegetables. A raised bed needs to be 6 inches to 12 inches, or it can be higher. Above the surface of that bed needs to be 6 or 12 inches higher than the surrounding ground surface, and the reason for that is to allow water to drain from the bed both internally and externally. When it rains, the external drainage is off, and the soil structure needs to be such that it can drain the water through the soil and down into a deeper level. Most vegetable plants, nearly all vegetable plants, do not like to have their roots in water saturated soil. So raising the bed allows that water to drain down, and then the roots will be above the saturation level after a heavy rain. It may be saturated for a short while, but if the soil structure is correct, then the drainage will go down and the saturation will be below the roots. To ensure that the soil has good drainage, you may need to amend the soil. This garden has sand as the base soil, which drains very well, and so there's not a lot of need to raise the bed higher than the 6 inches to get the saturation level down. With a clay soil where there is less internal drainage in it, you may need to amend the soil with possibly sand to improve the drainage, and also adding compost to both sandy soil and to clay soil will help that drainage, as well as provide nutrients for the plants. The garden here, as I stated earlier, is sand, and you can see behind me here the beds on that. We do have the raised beds with borders on them in this garden. Raised beds do not necessarily have to have borders to be considered raised bed, as long as you have the 6 or 12 inch elevation for the water drainage.